Is it still even worth it to have a movie collection? Well, I have one, as you guys can clearly see, and I love having a movie collection. But this year, I've definitely noticed more of the dangers with collecting physical media. And that's why I made this video. Sit back and enjoy. Physical media collecting, particularly in the realm of 4K and Blu-ray movies, has become a passionate pursuit for cinephiles and collectors alike, myself included. In this video, we will delve into the potential pitfalls of physical media collecting, such as the risks of overspending and double dipping, special editions, the completist mindset, and the paradox of spending more time acquiring than watching. Conversely, we will explore the advantages of this hobby as well, such as superior quality, support for artists, ownership security, and the nostalgic joy of holding a physical collection. So, let's start with the downsides of physical media collecting. Number one, financial risks. Beyond the rush of collecting, the financial commitment associated with physical media can be substantial. Limited editions, box sets, boutique labels, and exclusive releases often carry premium price tags, tempting collectors to overspend in the pursuit of a comprehensive and high-quality collection. But don't forget about shipping, too, especially for us international collectors. The danger lies in the potential strain this places on the collector's budget and the risk of regret when financial realities come into sharp focus. Heck, one of my favorite YouTubers, Mid-Level Media, he actually had the idea to do Blu-ray audits with his wife. Every single month, all the money that you spend on Blu-rays and movies and 4Ks, it adds up like anything. Number two, double dipping. The rapid evolution of technology and the subsequent release of films in various formats create a challenge for physical media collectors known as double dipping. Enthusiasts may find themselves compelled to repurchase the same movie multiple times to stay current with the latest and high quality formats. While this pursuit ensures access to cutting edge cinematic experiences, it can also become a very costly habit. So in theory, over the span of 20 years, you would have to spend $100 to constantly upgrade a movie's format to stay relevant. Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, naturally because it's my favorite movie, I currently have the VHS, the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the 4K copy of the exact same movie. Now, to be fair, two of those were gifts. But there's a couple movies in my collection where I still have every single iteration of the format. So yeah, this has happened to me countless times. I can think of Harry Potter, James Bond. There's 25 movies in that franchise, guys. Yes, not every single one was released on all the formats, but you understand my point. Comment down below, what movie did you double dip on the most? Number three, special editions temptation. Movie studios capitalize on the collector's mindset by releasing special editions boasting exclusive content, unique packaging, and limited availability. I think that's the big one. The allure of these editions, combined with the fear of missing out, there it is, tempts enthusiasts into purchasing items that go beyond the essential cinematic experience. This inclination towards exclusivity can contribute significantly to financial strain. I know collectors who only collect steelbooks. That's it. I also know collectors who need every single version of a movie. Movie comes out, they need to get the Target exclusive, the Best Buy exclusive, the DVD, the Blu-ray, the special edition Blu-ray, the 4K Steelbook. They need every single version of a movie. Now here's where you get into the practicality argument of movie collecting. For me personally, I don't need all the special editions and all of the fancy packaging, not all the time, trust me. I have eyes, I know how nice that Blu-ray looks. But the bottom line, I just want to watch the movie. Some people though need to have all that exclusive stuff. It just depends on what kind of collector you are, but one spends more money than the other, and that is for damn sure. Number four, the completist mindset. Physical media collectors adopting the completist mindset may feel compelled to acquire every movie within a franchise, irrespective of personal preferences. This compulsion can lead to accumulating films that remain unwatched, occupying valuable shelf space, and contributing to a sense of obligation rather than genuine enjoyment. I had this for a long time. It's kind of embarrassing for how long this actually was a problem for me. Until one day I was looking at my collection and I decided to sell Dead Men Tell No Tales, thus destroying my Pirates of the Caribbean set. I had all the movies and they were all nicely put on the shelf. You saw all of them. They had all the exact same design. You had the complete set. Not anymore, because I realized I was never going to watch that movie again. In fact, I think that is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I'm never going to watch that thing. It is just sitting there. Might as well sell it to somebody, and someone who would actually enjoy it and use that money on a film that I would actually enjoy. To some people, this is just sacrilegious, right? It was sacrilegious to me for a long time. Another example are the Transformers movies. I had Revenge of the Fallen, Dark Side of the Moon, Age of Extinction. I sold them off. All I need is the first one. And Bumblebee, but that's getting off topic. And number 5, time spent collecting versus watching. The thrill of the hunt, coupled with the constant influx of new releases and collector's items, can divert collectors' attention from the primary purpose of the hobby, enjoying movies. There's a risk of spending more time on the acquisition process than on the actual act of watching and appreciating the films. Balancing the joy of collecting with the time dedicated to cinematic experiences becomes a crucial consideration for enthusiasts. That was the biggest realization for me personally, is that I was spending more time collecting movies than I was actually watching them. There are still, after so many times selling off portions of my collection, there are still movies back there that I've never seen before. It's just, I don't like knowing that. You know what I mean? There's not enough hours in a day for me just to like, all right, I gotta watch them all, right? Now, I understand that this is not a problem with everybody. You know, I know people who just buy movies like crazy, but they watch them. They end up watching every single one. And I mean, kudos to them. I wish that I had their ability. And sometimes simply owning the movie is the end goal. Sometimes people just want to collect it and actually have no intention of actually watching it. I'm not one of those collectors, and I do know people who have had the same problem as I did. And that doesn't go for just movies either. It goes for video games, it goes for vinyl records, anything like that. Collecting things that you can actually use, but you don't use them, it can be a problem for certain people, like myself. But now let's talk about the benefits of physical media collecting. Number 1, superior quality. One of the undeniable benefits of physical media collecting, particularly in the realms of 4K and Blu-ray, is the superior audio and video quality. These formats on the right TV and right theater setup provide an immersive cinematic experience that rivals or even surpasses the compressed formats offered by streaming services. Enthusiasts can revel in the visual and auditory richness that physical media uniquely provides. For your average person, watching a movie on Disney Plus, on Netflix, Amazon Prime, totally fine. And honestly, for the most part, I'm like that too. However, for certain people, us real film nerds, we don't want to watch Oppenheimer on streaming. We want to watch it on 4K. Am I right? Number 2, supporting the art and the artist. Purchasing physical copies of movies serves as a direct means of supporting the artists, filmmakers, and the industry as a whole. Unlike the opaque revenue distribution models of streaming services, buying physical media ensures that a more significant portion of the sale contributes directly to the creators behind the films. Little personal story, one of my producing teachers in film school told me that they're actually happy to hear when people torrent their films. I was completely shocked to hear this, because I know people in the industry today that when you say, oh, torrent a movie, like, I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, they're like, I can't believe you'd say that. Like, how dare you, right? Like, they take it very seriously. And here's one of my professors in university saying, oh yeah, I like when people torrent my movies. Like, what? Why? But here's their answer. She had an interesting explanation. She said, well, it means that more people get to watch my movie. And if more people watch my movie and they like it, then they will buy tickets to see my next movie in theaters. And the real moneymaker, merchandise. All in all, people will support the things that they love. And yes, you can argue whether it's right or wrong, but it is an interesting thought though. Like, for example, I have Disney Plus. I can watch any Disney movie I want with just one click of a button, right? But even though I have that option, I still went and bought some Disney movies on 4K and Blu-ray. Yes, some of that was the packaging, but I wanted to own that particular movie in my collection. I wanted to support the movie, wanted to support the filmmakers, which leads me into number 3, ownership security. The sense of security and permanence associated with owning physical media copies is a notable advantage. While streaming services may remove or alter content at their discretion, physical media collectors have the assurance that their collection is intact and accessible at their convenience. This ownership security becomes a critical factor for those who value the longevity and stability of their cinematic library. Heck, some movies you cannot find on streaming anywhere. Only way you can actually watch it legally is physical media. And number 4, nostalgia and tangibility. Beyond the technical advantages, there is an undeniable joy in the tactile experience of physical media. Holding a physical copy and feeling the weight of the disc in hand evoke a sense of nostalgia, reminiscent of the days when Blockbuster and video rental stores were cultural staples. Physical media collecting allows enthusiasts to create a tangible and personal connection to their favorite films, an experience that transcends the intangibility of digital media. Like, let's be real, guys. It's awesome just to sit back and look at your whole collection. It doesn't get old. Because in a sense, it is an extension of you. You got all these movies together by your own making. Yes, some of them might be gifts. Some of them you may have gotten on sale. Heck, you may have even stolen some. Don't do that, guys. Whatever the case may be, this is your creation. Now, it's not perfect. Like I said earlier, there are some films in there that I've never seen before. But my end goal is to watch every single movie and get rid of the ones I don't really like, so that every single movie in my collection is a movie that I deeply care about. It means something to me. It's special to me. It's like my own personal video store. And you know what's crazy? I actually found out that when I'm out of town or whatever, or just simply doing something else in the apartment, my girlfriend has actually brought her girlfriends over and went through the collection and, oh, what's this movie? What's this movie? This is like being back in Blockbuster. And they're really not big movie enthusiasts either. They're your casual moviegoers. They'll watch one movie a month, but even they're like, oh yeah, I remember Blockbuster. This is just like that. What's over here? What's this movie over here? Oh, I remember this one. Now, sure, not everybody is the most sentimental person in the world. Not everybody needs to have a physical movie collection. Some people that I grew up watching movies with, they have no physical media whatsoever. And once a week for like 10 years, we would watch a different movie. They have no physical media whatsoever. And that's fine for them. But the sentimental people, the people who like holding the movie in their hands, like seeing the extension of themselves, having a movie collection, it's just something you can't beat. In conclusion, physical media collecting is a fascinating hobby that demands a nuanced understanding of its risks and rewards. While the financial challenges, double dipping temptations, special edition allure, completist mindset, and the potential time imbalance pose considerable dangers, the benefits of superior quality, direct support for artists, ownership security, and the nostalgic joy of tangible collections present compelling reasons for enthusiasts to still engage in this pursuit. In my eyes, it's all about balance. Like Mr. Miyagi says, it's about balance. If you can afford it and it brings you joy, then by all means, go for it. As for me personally, I have definitely taken a step back from bringing new movies in, and I'm really focusing on trying to watch the movies in my collection as opposed to bringing in new ones, saving that money, putting it elsewhere, being a bit more smart financially that way. And my end goal is to have a collection where every single movie in it means something to me. That's what I'm working on right now. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Tell me what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I would really appreciate to hear your thoughts. I want to shout out my Patreon members as well. Link is down below if you guys want to join. And happy collecting. See you next time.